welcome back, Hunt County, to the Monday Market Update. It's me, Ashley Hammond, your host, as always. And if you guys are normally watching our show, you know about once a month we have a very special guest on. Today is that once a month guest. My husband Tracy is on the show again today.
Again, yeah.
We like to come on once a month together and just talk about the real estate market, or hot topics in real estate, or things that we have seen trending, or things that we have seen that needs advice put out there. That's one of those days today. We're going to be talking about how you still need to prepare your home for sale even in this market.
I think that's a great topic. A lot of people are thinking, I can just sell my home no matter what, you know. And we're seeing this, like you and I are both on tons of what do you call them? Communication boards.
Real estate networking groups.
Yeah, we're on real estate networking groups, all kinds of boards where we see realtors who actually are kind of arguing this back and forth all over the nation. It's not just something that's being talked about here in DFW. And you know that the one argument that's been going on for a long time is, well, do I use cell phone pics or professional pics?
Professional, always.
Always.
The real estate agent needs to use professional pictures.
They really should, and they think, well, the price is going to go high no matter what. But is it? I think the answer is not always. And in this age, like, people are really picky, because you think about the inventory that's out there. So you're going to put a house out there, let's just say, that's going to fall in that most desirable area. $200,000 to $300,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, plus an office. I mean, that's kind of like, that's what everybody's looking for right now. Something similar to that. In Hunt County,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to put that on the market. You want your absolute best foot first, even in this atmosphere that we're seeing where things are going really quick. And the reason is, everybody starts their search in their pocket. They start looking on that cell phone. Even our office, we have an app that we share with our clients so that they can use that app on their phone to aid in the search for their new home, right? And I think that how small those pictures are. And people are looking at that thing, when they're going to bed, when they're waking up. And so they may not be in the clearest state of mind anyway, but you really want to make sure that you have those professional photos that put your house in the best light first. The last thing you want is for that first, second, or third photo, because that's as far as they go if they're seeing something they don't like. Those first 3 photos got to be killer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and, I see it a lot. The real estate agents need to put them in order too. I've seen so much, and this is not directed necessarily at the consumer here, but real estate agents, I've seen a trend where we just throw the pictures on there and don't put them in a certain order. And I'm clicking through, and I see the front of the house, the side of the house, the side of the house, the backyard, the roof of the house, an aerial of the house, the back of the house, and I just want to get inside.
Yeah, and that's something that we've talked to our agents about, and I'm not saying that even our agents are perfect at this, but, I don't want to see any more than 2 outside photos at the beginning. You can put the rest of those at the end. The MLS only allows us to upload, a certain number of photos, but it seems like a lot of agents just throw those on in the order they get them in, instead of going in and rearrange them. But photos isn't the only thing about having your house ready for the market.
No, it needs to be ready for those photos.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times have you had to go with a photographer and go room to room moving the clutter around?
Yeah. So if you're looking at selling your home, you have a real estate agent who's going to come out. Hopefully, they give you a list of things to do, but we're also here to let you have a little bit of a list of what to do to make sure that your house is ready for those photos, are ready for everybody to come in. You don't want dirty clothes in the middle of your master floor all over the internet. I mean, if it goes out on the internet, it's never coming back. Going away.
It's never coming back.
It's going to be there forever.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and that's a great thing to remember, because we see this too, right? It's not just real estate consumers that are looking at those photos. Your neighbor sees that sign in the yard, and they go pull up their favorite real estate app, and they can scroll right through your house.
Appraisers, even appraisers
Absolutely.
A year out,
Absolutely.
are able to go and look at those photos. So,
For sure.
So some of the things that we always suggest, I mean, for one, of course, have the home clean. But like dirty dishes, they need to be put away. Any clutter on the countertops, those knife blocks, those sugar and flour canisters that are out there, yes, you might use them daily, but let's take some of that stuff down and make it very small up on those countertops.
Right, and I know there's so many people that just have an ornately decorated home, and it's probably a beautiful home. I've walked in so many that are just, they're so decorated and they're so unique.
And they're beautiful.
They're so personal to the people that are living
Absolutely.
there. But the problem with those is when the buyer walks into the house, they can't see their own stuff on the walls. They can't see their sugar canister on the counter. They can't see their family photos. And believe me, as many times as realtors will tell you, take your family photos down, I'm the one that says, I'm not taking my family photo down. So, and I get that, and I understand it, but honestly, at our home too, there was plenty of room for people to be able to see the walls and be able to see their own decorations there. And I think that there is a line that you can balance. But so we're talking about, this is the same old stuff that we've always talked about, getting your home ready. But I think there's maybe a little bit of added pressure here, Ashley. And one of the things that sellers need to understand when they come on the market, don't just think you're ready. You need to be 100% ready. And if you need to, in your mind, you're going to have the cleanest house you've ever had at least that first week on the market, because that's when most of your viewings are happening. That's when you're most likely going under contract right now. And that's, if everything is priced right, everything is ready, you can get that thing. And if you really want to make sure that you're getting that highest price and that you're attracting the most, ready buyers, last thing you want is to attract buyers who or may have problems getting to closing. You really want to attract buyers that are ready, willing, and able to close. And the best way to do that is to make sure all the touch-up paint is done, right? To make sure that those walls, those countertops, the sinks, everything is just as clean as it was the day they were new.
Also, not just inside, outside, lawn mowed, shrubs cut. You want to be able to see the front door, not a whole vine in front of your window, stuff like that. So inside and outside, you want to declutter, you want to clean, you want to touch up paint. Something else a lot of real estate agents suggest, and we have a lot of inspectors that do this, you can do a pre-listing inspection. So that also helps you to find things that you don't normally see, a leaky faucet, a rotten board that you don't see every day, but a buyer might see it because you're in and out of that house every day, taking the kids to soccer, taking the kids to school, going to work, and you just miss it every day. So even having a pre-listing inspection done by a professional inspector can help with some of those things also. Oh, I didn't realize that rotten board right above my door has been there, or that I just didn't realize. So it's a cheap fix to have it fixed.
Absolutely. And just walking through with your realtor, a few weeks ahead of time.
Realtors have been trained.
Absolutely.
They know what to look for.
Well, they know what their buyers are going to be looking at. And that's the main thing is the best listing agent needs to go through your home and give you feedback as if they were a buyer walking through your home, looking for the opportunity to purchase it.
And don't take it personally either.
No.
I try, when I do it, I try to
soften it
a little bit, and it's nothing personal. We are here to sell your home. You are our clients. We want your best interest. So when we're telling you some of these things, don't take it personally. I love my baby photos all over the walls. Trust me. I have a whole collage of them. But when you're ready to sell the home, put them in a box, put them up at your new home, and don't take it personally. I nothing against your child. I just trying to get you the top dollar for your home.
Right. Well, to make it the most presentable. I mean, even in this market, you can sell pretty much any house in any condition. You can.
As long as they're priced appropriately.
For the right price. It may not be the price you want. But and people are probably listening to this going, gosh, it sounds like these guys are talking about a lot of work to get my house ready. And in some cases, it could be some work.
For the most part, it's not.
But it pays off. And that's the thing, is that we can show you, if you want to talk about this kind of stuff, call us. Come sit down with us and we can show you some statistics. We can show you some market data, some hard data that really shows the difference between a home that is prepared for the market and one that was being lived in today and listed tomorrow. And I mean, there is a huge difference in the way they sell, and the price is not always the difference. Although I will guarantee you that if your home is prepared, the price is going to be a little bit different. But what a lot of people don't understand right now is attracting the buyer that can close the easiest. Because let me tell you, from contract to close, that's when the stress and the deal is. Ashley, you were dealing with that this morning with one of the 20-something houses you have closing this week. I think that this slideshow and everything was prepared in like 10 minutes because you were dealing with so much stuff on this Monday morning.
When you have 25 homes closing in 1 week, you're bound to have issues.
You're bound to have issues. But the thing is that attracting the buyer that is ready, willing, and able to close, everything's already streamlined. Getting that buyer, getting that offer, that's really, to me, the most desirable thing. Because not only do you get the asking price that you're looking for, or the market price that you're looking for, but hopefully they come with a realtor that is educated and understands the process.
Well, and talking about educated, that's why we offer education to the community real estate agents.
Right.
In 2 days, we actually have education that we have invited all the agents of Hunt County and surrounding areas in, so that it's a lot easier for us as real estate agents to work together when we're all educated.
Yeah, we absolutely. I mean, we bring that live education in, and we want to make sure that we're educated for our clients, and we want to make sure that we're working with educated realtors. We want Hunt County to have the best realtors, in the Texas market. That's really what we want. But anyhow, if they come with an educated realtor, somebody who understands the transactions and whatnot, and they're ready, willing, and able to buy, everything's lined up. They got their ducks in a row. We go to the title company, and if there's needs to be a survey, whatever, 3 to 4 weeks, you get the keys to your new house, and as the seller, you get that check in your bank account, and you're ready to move on to those bigger and better things, whatever it is that you have that you're looking forward to. And so I think our point this morning is that even in this market, it pays to be prepared for your listing.
Even in this market.
Yeah.
Even in this market, buyers are going to be picky. That's going to be their home.
That's going to be their home.
It's going to be their home. So it doesn't matter if homes are getting multiple offers, selling 2 days on the market, 3 days on the market. You want your home prepared and ready, even in that kind of market.
Yeah, these people are making an emotional decision, and they don't want to make a decision. They don't want to make that decision on a cluttered, lived-in home, even if that's what the home's going to look like when they live in it.
Absolutely.
That's not the decision they want to make. They want to see something.
What do you mean? I don't have a cluttered home.
No comment. So I think that's the whole point, though, is that they're looking for something that is presented to sale. They're looking for that presentation. That centerfold, that centerfold look. And so I think, and we hear it all the time. Sometimes we have to go through these listings, and the buyers have picked them out, and we've had to sit down and have that conversation. Hey, I know that you marked this one off the list. We haven't gone and seen it. Why did you mark it off the list? Well, there was just something about it. I don't know if I really like it. And
the black room. I've gotten that lately. The room is black. It seems so small. Well, if it could have been painted white, and it would make such a big difference. And that's what we as agents also on the buyer side have to communicate to the buyers. Well,
I'm talking about something even more simple than that. It's just that cell phone photo that's slightly smudged, or it just doesn't have the depth of color of a professional photo, and that, for lack of a better term, that almost creates a depressing feeling for the viewer who's seen it for the first time. Yeah. When you see your home every day and you see that cell phone photo, you're like, yep, that's my house. But when you see that cell phone photo compared to the professional photography, there's no substitute, honestly. And I know that there's some great camera apps, and there's no doubt about it that some of the cell phones are taking better photos than they ever have. But these professional cameras, I mean, it's a device that it only does one thing. It takes pictures, and it takes amazing photos, and it's made for that. The lens is made for capturing, all of that light and portraying it in the best possible light. And so I think that a lot of people don't understand about the cell phone photo. If it's slightly out of focus or slightly smudged, it's just it just doesn't bring that joyful feeling to the viewer.
Yep.
And that's what you want. You have to capture that emotion. And sometimes people pass over them just because that picture was a little out of focus. For them, they couldn't understand why they didn't like it.
Sure.
It was just something about it they passed by. But if we get them to go look at it in person, then it's great. Now, you put that in this market where you've got that buyer that's ready, willing, and able, has the cash reserves, everything they need, they're fully pre-qualified, they're just ready for the house. If they pass by your listing on the MLS or whatever their favorite real estate app is, just because it didn't have the best photo on that very first one they saw when they were swiping through, man, the opportunity lost, and it's cheap. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, professional photos don't cost that much, and it's just one of the things, just having your listing prepared, having your home prepared for the listing is extremely important even in this market. So, you ready for the commercial?
Yep. So I guess we're going to go to our commercial after we've rambled for a little while.
Yep.
So here's a commercial from one of our sponsors, and when we come back, we will talk about the local Hunt County market the last 7 days.
At Money Law Firm, we are dedicated and focused on being professional, personal, and proactive.
In the title business, there's a lot of paperwork, but when you walk in the door, you don't see that. You see clean, clear walls, you see very straight lines.
Everyone here is like family.
They have a great team of people. The communication is great. I send as much business as I possibly can down here because they take such great care of us.
And welcome back. So we are going to go over the Hunt County real estate market the past 7 days here. Let's see, active homes on the market. There's 184 active homes currently on the market.
I am so ready to see this number closer to 250 and 300.
Yeah.
It's got to get there, and we're edging. It seems like so slowly into that spring market, and it's going to be here before we know it. And I know time's just going to whiz by, but really, if you're ready to list, you need to give us a call because we need that inventory.
Yeah. So last week in Hunt County, 26 homes were listed. That's not very many.
No.
15 were sold. That's not very many either.
Correct.
And 20 went into the pending status. So these numbers are low. Last week they were quite a bit higher than that. But that's also because of low inventory. There's
Low
no
inventory
homes for people to buy.
So low inventory plus an ice storm equals lower inventory.
Two
Yeah.
ice storms.
Weather has not helped us with this at all.
No, but that's normal for February.
It is. Come on, March.
Yeah. All right, and then last week, $4,328,890 million sold.
$890 million. No.
Yeah, $890 million.
It's $4 million.
That's less than half the week before. The week before was.
The week before was high, and honestly,
amazing.
this is more of a normal number, but that $288,000 average price is high. You think about when we started doing this.
288 is about right for right now.
For right now, yeah.
But when we started doing the show 2.5 years ago, it was quite a bit lower than that.
215,000, yeah.
But just looking at our association, looking at the real estate center with A&M, that 288 is pretty spot on for the average price home in Hunt County now.
Yeah.
So this is just a weekly snapshot where last week it was quite a bit higher. The week before it was quite a bit lower. So, that's the average that we have for last week, which is about spot on. It's not always spot on. It really depends on if that multi-million-dollar home sold or if that 50,000 fixer sold. Really skews the numbers.
Right.
So the first home that has come on the market, this is a brand new build. This is one of those infill homes that we have on the we have on the show quite often. Those infill homes, they're selling. They're popular, brand new homes. Who doesn't want to move into a brand new home with warranties and brand new fixtures and things you don't have to worry about breaking? So this one is a little bit different than the normal ones that we see. We have the board and batten siding, white and black or dark trim. I can't really tell if it's black or just really dark. And then it also has that light brick on the bottom. So a little bit different look than the normal infill homes that we have. But honestly, it's modern. It's modern farmhouse. It's definitely the style that's going on.
It's definitely Northeast Texas, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. This home is 1,858 square feet. They're asking $375,000, and they have this as a 2022 build because it just got finished building. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And here we come inside to the open concept. You got the living room, dining room, kitchen with an island, all right there when you walk in that front door.
I like the wide plank flooring.
Here's a better picture of that kitchen. You got the stainless steel. You have that nice backsplash, and I love those pendant lighting. It's not the normal Builder grade.
I call those cage lights. I don't know what their actual name are, but that's what they look like to me. It's like a light in a cage. It's kind of like a canary cage.
Yeah. And then bathrooms. Here we have the granite look tile and the surround. You have the penny tile on the ground. And they've continued that flooring on the outside into the bathroom there. Very nice touches.
I agree, and I think one thing that is maybe an added feature that you don't see a lot, I see two of them here. Number one, I see the shelf inside of the shower, which is really nice. That's a huge shelf. I mean, we don't see them that big very often. Usually it's just a piece of tile laying sideways. And then the floating shelving. You love that stuff. A lot of people love that stuff.
I love the floating shelving. This one kind of looks like a face.
It does kind of look like a face, but it's not something that you normally see included.
No,
so I think that's interesting.
I do like that. It definitely appeals to a lot of people, and it goes with the theme of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the modern farmhouse look.
Absolutely.
And then our last picture, this is upstairs. There's a huge landing when you come upstairs, and it looks as though the bedrooms are up here as well. Again, that is 3702 McDougal here in Greenville. They're asking $375. Just came on the market this weekend. The next home we have, this is listed by our own Laura Guerrero at
All right, Laura. I think she had a open house here yesterday.
She did open house, and tons of people walked through that house.
Awesome.
It is a beautiful, beautiful home. 4309 King Street is 1,159 square feet. 1984 built, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Does not look like 1984 inside. It has been redone. They're asking $190 on this home. I mean, $190, that's going to be the price point that you have the most buyers in.
Absolutely.
So
that's under 200.
I anticipate this is going to be a multiple offer. I highly anticipate. So we come inside, you have the tile here, you have the granite countertops. You can see it's light, bright, and updated. It is not 1984 inside.
No, it is not. Nice
gray tones on the walls and the white trim that match the cabinets. It's very appealing.
I'm just sitting here intrigued. I wonder what's in that pantry door.
Well, I don't have a picture. I'm sorry to disappoint you. All right, and then here is the bathroom. A nice tile surround shower. Sometimes you see in these older homes that have been redone, you see a fiberglass surround. I love that they went with the tile all the way around.
And thank you for not making me look at another gray tile. I know gray is in right now, but I love to see this color.
Yeah, it's a nice neutral color. Now, let me go back. And if you notice, I know my toothbrush, my lotion, my face stuff is always around the sink. Going back to what we talked about at the beginning of the show, they have done a really good job here decluttering. You don't see shampoo bottles. You don't see the toothpaste. They have a single candle. They
Absolutely.
have the towel there, and then they have
the air wick.
It looks like reed diffuser, maybe.
Maybe.
Very simple, very nice.
And so that's a good point. This house is being lived in currently. It is not a vacant home.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have done a phenomenal job. Yeah, that kitchen, they had cleaned it up.
Oh yeah. And then we have the living room here. I love this laminate floor. I know years ago we actually used this laminate floor in several of the houses that we had done. I love that you can see the edges. It's just really, really appealing.
It has that bourbon barrel
yes,
glazed look to it, and I just love it.
And then if you notice, bring your eye up, the flooring actually matches that beam up at the top there.
Absolutely, and the fan as well, which is not spinning.
Yeah.
Of course, we know which photographer did this work, so we know they do good work. But
and look what's in the backyard. Something
a swimming
unexpected.
pool at $190,000, and you get a swimming pool.
Absolutely.
In Greenville?
Yeah.
No.
And it's a brick slab home. I mean, and you got the Austin stone on the porch there too.
Well, and just look at the privacy fence too. That looks like an 8-foot privacy fence, not 6 foot, and it has that top rail on it. So that's not just a plain privacy fence either. This is a well-apportioned home, and look, the Austin stone on those patio posts. That's amazing.
And something else that you can't quite see, which I'm going to show you in the next photo, is they have
porch swing and the built-in grill.
Absolutely.
That outdoor.
Built-in grill, and you have, it looks like flagstone maybe on the ground, and it's also brought up onto that grill there. I mean, at $190,000, move-in ready with a pool, you got this entertaining space. I don't know how better you can get.
I don't either. And yeah, this is going to make somebody a great home.
Yeah.
If y'all want to see this, you better be calling Laura right now because it's not going to last long. Oh, and by the way, the MLS is going to be down later today. So if you need anything from your realtor, you better go ahead and call.
Yes. So anybody out there, buyers, sellers, our MLS is going down this evening, 4 p.m. until I think like 2 a.m.
They think.
So you want to contact your real estate agent before 4 o'clock today if you want to look at this home or any of these homes that we are showing you, because we won't have access to look at them. I guess we can look at like our website at hometx.com and find some, but our MLS, all realtors in the Metroplex will not have our MLS.
I have a client calling me. I wonder if they're doing what I just said and they're just calling me to come see this home.
All right, so that was 4309 King Street in Greenville. We anticipate that one's going to go pretty quickly. And then our last new active on the market is 105 Division Street down in Lone Oak. This one was built in 2019, so not very old. Beautiful, beautiful area of Lone Oak. They are asking $215,000. This is 1,174 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and just over a 1/4 acre. So going inside, you have that. I love the Peninsula bar there. You can pull your kids' stools up there. They can eat breakfast. And I love the floor. The floor goes throughout. It is definitely a unique floor there.
Yep.
And another angle, so you have, just like the first one that we looked at, you have the kitchen, dining, and living room all right there, open concept.
I can also see that we very likely have a toddler living in the home.
Yeah. So that is another thing that we would recommend taking off. If you look at the cabinets
At least just for the
there.
photos and
Just
for viewings.
the photos, yeah, I would take those off. I don't know that I would do it for the viewings even.
Maybe not.
And here is the bathroom. Double sinks with a granite countertop. Very, very pretty and well put together. You can see they have cleaned off the countertops. They have a few towels over there. Very well staged in this bathroom.
Yeah, I think the number one rule for bathrooms, light and bright. You know,
Light and bright.
And they definitely nailed it here.
Well, and that's another thing we hadn't mentioned on the beginning of the show, light and bright. So when you're getting your home ready, light bulbs.
Yeah,
Light bulbs.
just get the brightest ones you can get.
Get the
LEDs
brightest.
now, you don't have to worry about that amp rating.
Yep. Get bright light bulbs and replace all your light bulbs. Also, if you have one out, replace them all. You don't want a yellow and an orange and a blue light.
Correct. And I even know some tricks, like, you know, I had to use some tricks in our house to get more light in our dining room without even changing the fixture. I was able to change the bulb type by buying a cheap adapter.
Yep.
Was able to get some brighter bulbs in there so that there was enough light because our dining room was very dark.
Well, and you can see this bathroom, very light and bright.
Very light and bright. Good job.
And here is the hall bath. That was the master. Here's the hall bath. Same color scheme throughout, same granite, very nicely put together. I love the little plants in there, very nicely staged. Again, this is 105 Division Street in Lone Oak, $215,000, and it just went on the market this weekend.
Yeah, I bet it's not gonna last long.
That one's not gonna last
Not
long
long,
either, yeah. So we are gonna go over to our solds. We have 3 solds for you today. This one is out in Road City, 4828 County Road 2660. This was 3,200 square feet on a little bit over 4 acres. This one was on the market 3 days.
It's got that 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. I mean, this is that extra space that everybody's looking for.
Absolutely, and it sold. It sold very quickly and right at asking price.
I love this next one.
So I have been inside this one. One of our real estate agents, Nick Gillick, had this one listed. This is actually a multi-property parcel. There was
Multi-parcel property.
Yes.
There's several different living.
There was
areas,
4 homes on this property. This is the main home. very beautifully put together inside. It was updated and upgraded, very, very pretty. This was 4126 County Road, 4111 in Campbell. This one was on the market a little bit longer at 51 days, which you have a different property. They tend to stay on the market a little bit longer because it has to be somebody who's willing to take on multiple homes.
Well, not just that, but you think about, a lot of people don't understand how lending works, but most lending won't let you buy a property that has multiple houses on the same property.
Yep.
That turns into a commercial loan. It's not really ideal for a owner occupant. So it's different. And for me to see this property with this living condition, this is nice homes, but 4 different income producing, 4 different tenant occupied dwellings, 51 days, that's really short on the market, regardless of what people think.
And it was not cash, it was a loan.
It was financed, yes.
By a loan. So congratulations, Nick and his sellers, on selling that beautiful piece of property out there in Campbell. And our last one, 1885 County Road, 3327 in Greenville. This one was on the market 4 days. I remember this home. I had a buyer who wanted to go look. We scheduled it, and bam, we got a message. Sorry, we have accepted an offer.
This is not far from where we live now.
No, this is not very far at all. This home was 1,441 square feet, built in 1988, and it sold well over asking price.
It did. I'm really astonished at that price per square foot. Now, I didn't see the inside pictures on here, but man, this thing, it was very desirable. But you get that small acreage outside the city limits, and it's like wildfire. You think the city lots are, go quick, but you get small acreage outside the city and a well maintained home, and it's
and
gone.
I don't think we mentioned it's on 2 acres.
Right, that small acreage.
2 acres
right.
of land, yeah. So that one sold fairly quickly and well over asking price. Congratulations to that buyer and seller. So that is the end of the homes that we were going to go over. If you would like to be on the show, if you have a nonprofit, if you have an event coming up, anything, give us a call. We're usually a couple months out, but sometimes we can bump Tracy out of his monthly spot.
Don't kick me out of this. See, I'm the super special guest.
So even if your thing is in the next month, and I know I've told you that we're a couple months out, he is willing to move.
Step aside.
He's willing to move and let you come on, especially for those nonprofits who are needing our help. So,
absolutely.
Give Casey a call, give her an email, call our office. Anybody can really get you in touch with Casey in our office.
Hey, and if you're thinking about listing and you don't know if you're ready or not, give us a call. We'd be happy to give you a free consultation. We'll sit down with you, talk to you about what we think your home needs to get ready. Absolutely. We have lots of great agents, very educated agents in our office that would love the opportunity just to come and sit down and talk to you. And, Ashley and I get involved in those things quite frequently. And we want to make sure that if you think you're ready or if you're thinking about doing it, hey, we don't want you making a decision unless you know you're ready. So let's look at your options. Give us a call.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope you guys have a great week. Stay warm out there, and we'll see you next Monday.
Family is very important to us, and that's why we wanted to bring family to our business.
We tell folks that at Home Texas Real Estate, we work as a team and we're all working together to try to sell your house, or we're all working together to help you find the right one that you want to buy.
With At Home Texas Real Estate, it's our family helping your family.